Good morning. Saturday morning today. Haven't done a Fathers for All in a while. I've been trying to work on some projects and I got a lot kind of editing right now, but this is a study I did earlier this month and I just wanted to read it to you, and hopefully the mic comes across clearly, and trying a new mic and a new setup today. So have you ever had someone call you a name? It hurts if it's degrading, obviously, or maybe it puts you down. Perhaps on the flip side, though, someone may call you a name that you didn't expect, something that encourages you, makes you feel good, but maybe a name that you didn't subscribe to yourself. Could be a compliment. It could be something, a quality that someone sees in you and you didn't really see it in yourself. Sometimes that can be intimidating, especially if someone calls you a leader and you don't consider yourself a leader, or they ascribe to you a title that has responsibility that you didn't expect to take on. I was doing a study in God's Word, and there's a name that's or a title that's put on someone, and he's not really sure if that really applies to him. And it's the story of in Judges 6, specifically verses 11 through 16. Gideon looks at himself as weak and feeble. His tribe is small and weakest among all the other tribes, all of his clans and stuff. Yet this angel calls Gideon a mighty man of valor. And it's so amazing that not only does God know about our past and our present, He also knows our future and chooses to identify us by who He sees us to be in the future. And this is really cool because God sees us non-linearly. So we see ourselves at one point in time, and we can always look back because we've experienced our past experiences. But God sees us as a whole. He sees our past, our present, and our future, our whole life at one time. Yet, He also has the ability to see where we're at right now, which is pretty cool because God knows the struggles that we're in right now, but yet He knows how we get through those struggles, and He knows how we get that, how we go through life. So, if you're dealing with maybe insecurity, self-worth, or someone constantly bringing up your past, it's time to leave all that behind. Remember the new identity that you have. This is another one of my favorite passages in the Bible. It's Romans 8:12 through 17. Therefore, brethren, we are debtors, not to the flesh, to live according to the flesh. For if you live according to the flesh, you will die. But if by the Spirit you put to death the deeds of the body, you will live. For as many are as led by the Spirit of God, these are sons of God. For you did not receive the spirit of bondage again to fear, but you received the spirit of adoption, and by whom we cry out, Abba, Father. That Spirit Himself bears witness with our spirit that we are children of God. And if children, then heirs, heirs of God and joint heirs with Christ, if indeed we suffer with Him, that we may also be glorified together. It's just a powerful word. You have a new identity. If you're with Christ, if you're in God, you have a new identity as an heir with Christ. There are many that have been needed to be reminded of who they are or who they will become, from Abraham, David, to Gideon. And it's important to us that we take comfort and know that you are a child of God, that you are an heir. And if then an heir, then you have a great inheritance coming ahead of you. Stay strong, continue to dig in the Word, and continue to walk in the new identity that God has called you to be. This is Dan from Fathers for All, one Father leading you to the Father for all. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and we'll talk to you in a bit.